Just a second. Yeah, we are on live on YouTube. So, good afternoon, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. The topic of today is random learning. So we are gonna talk a little bit about a lot of topics and a lot of questions that is not related to each other, but it's important to practice a lot of points about your English and talk about a lot of topics, okay? So, we are going to start with the presentation. So I will start with my presentation, okay? My name is Wahley. I'm 25 years old. I'm a front-end developer. I work with IT, and I'm also a Spanish and English host here on Talk and Talk. I'm here since 2022. I started with Spanish 2 years ago, and nowadays I'm focused more on develop my English and develop my skills on English, right? Conversation and listening and this kind of idea, okay? So, Daniela, can you present yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Daniela. I am 35 years old. I'm living in São Paulo. I am software developer front end, but now I don't working. I am unemployed, but looking for other opportunities. And let me see. I have one cat, and in my free time, I like watch series, watch movie. That's it.
Very great. Rogério, can you present yourself, please?
Yes, good afternoon to everyone. I'm Rogério. I'm 49 years old. I'm from São Paulo, but I live in Rio de Janeiro. I'm an accountant. I'm married. I live with my wife, my stepdaughter, my dog. I'm here in Talk and Talk since May. And since then, I can see how I improve my English. And talking about activities on free time. I like to practice exercise, to play my guitar, listen music, and that's it.
Very great. And how about you, Danielle? Can you present yourself, please?
Okay. My name is Daniel. I like play guitar. Ai, minha voz. My name is Daniel. I like play guitar. I like poems. I like write in my free time. I like study and play video games. And I think that's it.
Very great. Thank you, Danielle. Christian, can you present yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Christian Jimenez. I am from Bolivia. However, I currently live here in Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. I got relocated to Brazil 2 years ago because I found an opportunity here. So we moved here with my wife. So I am married. I am 36 years old. I work as a full stack software developer. I have been working in the field for almost 12 years. And nowadays, I am host here as well in Talk and Talk, a Spanish host. And in my free time, I really like to practice different languages like English, Portuguese, and French. Nowadays, I'm trying to learn French here in the platform. And watching TV, different films with my wife, series, and playing football and volleyball when I have the opportunity. That's it, guys.
Very great, very great. So, we can start with the question number one, okay? So, what is your favorite way to relax after a long day? Maybe a long day of study or of work. And why do you find it effective? What do you think, Rogério?
It's a good question. I few minutes ago I was sleeping in my table just to relax because I was very tired, you know. So I think take a nap in the afternoon. It's a very good way to relax. And in the end of the day, I think it take a shower, a long shower. It's so good to relax, to thinking, to relax, and to listen music on the bathroom. I think it's so good. I think when I have opportunity to travel, uh, it's good, but we can do it just on the weekends or on the vacation. So uh, after a long day, I think it's take a nap in the afternoon or in the end of the day, take a bathroom. I think so good.
Do you work from home nowadays?
No, no, I'm working in an office now, and one time a week I can work at home.
Okay. So in these days that you work from home, for example, do you think you have a different way to relax? For
Oh,
example, it's different the ways or the techniques that you use to relax on the days that you go to the office and the day that you work from home.
yes. When I working at home, I can sleep more. You know, I it's unnecessary to wake up early, and in the lunch time I use this time to solve some problems or just to relax as well. If I don't do it in the lunchtime, I try to do it in the afternoon and during the period of working. I relax in the afternoon. Just at 20 minutes, I think it's enough.
Very great, very great. And how about you, Daniela? What do you think?
Sure. My favorite way to relax is take a shower, take a long shower, warm shower. After this, I prepare one cookie, one my favorite cookie. I eating a lot and uh, watching TV, watching serials in um, alone. I prefer stay alone when I when I uh, when I want to relax because it's more easy relax when I alone. Then is take a shower, eat your favorite food, and watch TV. That's it.
Very great, very great. Do you think you can rest or relax doing physical activities, for example? Do you do that usually?
Um, I guess yes because activity this uh, libraries no library no this stress is left is good too, but my I prefer I prefer take a shower in rest.
Amazing, amazing. And how about you, Daniel? What do you think?
Ok. Só uma coisa, a pergunta diz em português qual é a sua forma favorita de relaxar e como você faz isso?
Exactly, exactly that.
Ah, ok. Entendi, viva! Ok. Um, my favorite way to relax is I play guitar, songs of guitar, of course, no. And write poems. I love poems. Um, I think it's that.
Okay, very great. And how about you, Christian?
So I think that for me it's as well watching TV or sharing some time with my wife, talking about different things, random things. Nowadays we when we finish the day, the activities that we have for our jobs or personal things or our studies, we are watching a Brazilian soap opera that is the clone. I don't know if you know this soap opera. It's for me it's kind of hilarious, but I am using it for improving my Portuguese. So it's a good. So we are enjoying a lot sharing that soap opera with my wife. Another thing that I usually do is as well checking my social media because during the day I don't have a lot of or some time for checking it, for example, my TikTok, my Instagram. So the night before going to sleep, I always check it and I take some time for enjoying my social media, like forget everything about studying or everything about my job. Another thing as well is maybe taking a good a shower, even more now here in Curitiba that it's so cold. So taking a hot shower and drinking hot chocolate, it's a good. Another activity that I consider relaxing for me is singing. It's an activity that I have. I enjoy a lot singing. So when I feel stressed or when I feel sad, sometimes I sing. I really like to sing gospel music. And that's it.
It's interesting because I didn't know that novela, that we say in Portuguese, it was soap opera in English. I really didn't know that. So
Yeah, I learned it. I learned that word here in one English immersion. I didn't know it as well.
pretty good, pretty good. I didn't know that, but it's pretty interesting. It's pretty different actually. The words or the expression, so it's pretty great. But this soap opera that you said, Uklon, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. But let me ask you another question that I did for Daniela. You work from home, so you think it's different in the way that you rest? If you would work in office, for example, maybe it's different the way that you do that.
Sorry, I don't understand the question. The second question or
No, no, I'm asking for Christian the same question that I did for you. So for him, he thinks that it's different the way that he do a relaxed activity or relax in general. He think it's different from work from home or work in office, for example.
okay.
What do you think,
Um,
Christian?
So I think that it's pretty different. Obviously, when you are just in your home, you sometimes need to go out and take a walk, breathe a little bit, some pure air. So I think that that activities changes, but it depends as well totally of the kind of person you are, kind of your personality. Because in my personal opinion or in my personal experience, I don't have any problems staying here at home all of the day. That's why my wife always complain with me because she likes to go out, but I don't like it. So I am really used to stay here in my home. So yeah, but I know that it's important to for my body, for my mental health, to go out to breathe some pure air, do physical activities outdoors. So it's I know that it's important, but for me, it's I don't have any problems of staying here at home all the day.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I really agree with you. It's important, I think, to do this kind of activity, this physical activity, because we stay maybe all the day on on the chair, on the desk, and working. So it's very important, I guess. So let's go to the question number two. Okay, if you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would it be and why? What do you think, Daniela?
So I would like to live in Madrid, España. I like Madrid. I knew Madrid the last month. Madrid is so amazing, so beautiful. I I think so. I think so. You'd like uh, very happy stay there because the people are diversity. The place is beautiful. The place is diversity. I don't know. For me, Barcelona. Barcelona, no, Madrid is the very place for living.
Pretty great, pretty great. I agree with you. I like Spain in general. Madrid is interesting. I don't know if I would like to live there because it's a big city, it's a huge city. But Spain in general, I think it's pretty interesting because it seems like Brazil, I guess, in some points, and there's a lot of interesting cities there. So yeah, it's a good place. And how about you, Daniel? What do you think?
Ok. Ai, ai, dá muito medo no começo, velho. Mas enfim, o medo não importa. A pergunta fala, Daniela, se o que. Não, perdão. Se eu viveria em algum lugar do mundo e qual seria a cidade? Isso que a Deus está perguntando?
Se você pudesse morar em um lugar por um ano, onde seria e por que você moraria nesse lugar? Esse
Ah,
bem de
tá.
cuidado.
Ah, ok. Ah, ok. I live in. Opa. If I can, I live in Mexico because I love the Mexicans, I love the culture, I love the country. Country. The pronunciation is country or
Country,
country?
country.
Country. Ah, thank you. I love the country and I love the people. The people is so funny, so. How do I say apaixonante em inglês?
It's a good question. Let me see.
Lovely.
Yeah, I think you can say passionate. There are a lot of passionate people, maybe. Yeah, passionate.
Tá. The people is very, very passionate. So is that it?
Very great. And how about you, Christian? What do you think?
So I think that I would choose Germany because people say that the Germans are a kind of cold people. So I think that it's kind of interesting country for visiting or for living at least for 1 year. Another thing would be leveraging this time for learning a new language. That would be in that case would be the German. I think that any single country has something special. So, but I would choose Germany. That's it.
You are right now learning French, right? So do you think it would be interesting living in Canada, for example, or France to develop more your French?
Yeah, it would be a good choice, but I think that my French is going pretty well so far, even though I consider my French kind of beginner going to intermediate, but I would leverage the going to German for learning a new language. Canada would be a good one, but Canada would be my choice for living forever. I would like to move to Canada, but not just for one year.
Very great, amazing. And how about you, Rogério?
First of all, I'd like to ask you, Christian, what time is your is your immersion? What time is your immersion in French?
I am not guiding French immersions, but I am
Ah,
as a guest in French. I am leading just English and Spanish immersion here in Tocantins.
okay. Because I'm learning French, so I I'm trying to divide my period studying French and English, you know. I think it's important. So, if I could like to live in United States just to improve my English and to visit this place, I think it's beautiful place to visit, to stay, to spend there 1 year, travel around this country. I think there are many monuments, museum, uh, other things to see. I think it's so good. Many famous places to visit. United States for me it's so good. It will be wonderful.
Pretty good, pretty good. So let's go to question number 3 right now. Do you think social media has a positive or a negative impact on society? Explain your point of view. Why do you think that? Uh, what do you think, Christian?
Uh, I would say that the impact is more negative nowadays because I think that it exists more. How can I say it? Junk information, junk information on the internet. I think that there exists a lot of misinformation, and it's so easy to share whatever you want on the internet. Even though on internet we can find a lot of good things that we can learn, we can study, or we can gather more information for our knowledge. But I think that the majority of people use it for bad things. I don't know, pornography, selling drugs. I think that the content, the most of the content that we have nowadays on the internet, on social media, it's junk. It's something that is not useful for the society. So I would say that. Obviously, social media was not created for that, but this society converted the social media in that. Um, and that's it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think the most important and difficult point, I guess, about that is that it's hard to filter the good information and the good content, I guess. So there is a lot of creators on Instagram and then a lot of users, but it's hard to filter the good content. So you have a lot of reels and a lot of content in the Explore, for example, but it's difficult to filter the good point, the good content, the good information. So it's for me it's the mainly negative point, I guess. And how about you, Daniel? What do you think?
The question I number number. The question number 3.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Ai, ai. Do you think social media has positive or negative impact on society? Explain your point of view. How do you usually discover new music artists? Gente, não
You,
entendi. Você pode traduzir para mim, por favor?
yeah, você acha que redes sociais, no geral, tem um impacto positivo ou negativo na sociedade como um todo. O que você pensa sobre essa questão? Sobre impactos
Ah,
positivos e negativos?
ahn, a, a minha resposta é depende. Because the it's mortification for me. The social media tanto pode ser para uma coisa boa, quanto uma coisa ruim, depende do que você usa. Porque, por exemplo, tem gente que usa social media para fazer fake news, entendeu? Tem gente que usa social media para pesquisar coisas que vão enriquecer o seu conhecimento, que vão te ajudar a estudar. Entendeu? Tem gente que usa the social media para... Ai, deu branco agora. Pra... Enfim, that's it. Não vou me prolongar muito.
Yeah, I think it's the same idea that we talked about. There is a lot of good and bad information and good and bad topics and content on social media. But yeah, it depends of the person that are creating the content and depends of the people that are consuming the content. Yeah, it depends a lot in general, I guess. And how about you, Daniela? What do you think?
I agree with you because depending the person, depending the use of the person. For example, for my mother, the social media is very important because she see other families in other countries. She can talking because the social media is helps for the meeting. But in other cases, for example, in the news, for example, the persons use photos for uh, pornography, for illegal cases. Then depended the use, depend the person, depend the people. Today, I think he is more negative use because the society is bad in the society is bad. But I think in other cases is okay.
Yeah, you got an interesting point because if you think about WhatsApp, for example, it's a social media and it's so important because if you think about a person that are away from their family, from her family, for example, from, yeah, from away from your family, I guess. It's so important because they can communicate with others in a simple way, I guess. So this kind of use, it's so important. Maybe there's a lot of, actually, I think there's a lot of people that use in a bad way, but the technology and the social media, it's pretty great for a lot of uses and for a lot of applications. So it's a, it's a uh, it's 2 points on the same on the same idea, I guess. But yeah, I agree with you. And how about you, Rogério? What do you think?
Totally agree with Christian said. From my view, the reason for their that creation was to help us, not to create bad people using it to bad things. I think social media could be used to improve our society, not to cause fighters, conflicts. whatever. I think, for example, I mean, I don't have Instagram, Facebook. I just have my WhatsApp, and for one this, I it's useful for me to communicate, as Wallace said, but I have some problems with WhatsApp, with, for example, families, son, children, and ex-wife, friends, you know, there are some problems. To communicate, it's wonderful, but the problem, I think, is the human. The being humans, I think, they use this machine to bad thing, prostitution. I think that's it. Yes, to show what they are doing with their life. Oh, I'm in travel and I. It's so good. It's a good way to be happy with this travel, but other people that could see these photos, this communication, oh, create a little envy. There are some people that they don't they could see they couldn't see if someone improve your life. They couldn't see. The envy is so stronger for these people. It's my view.
Yeah, I think in general that's the main point. I mean, if you need to explain in a simple way, uh, technology and social media and all these apps was created for help us in a point and primary idea, I guess, and allow us to communicate with a lot of people and do a lot of interesting points. But at the same point, people can use that for a bad situation or a bad idea and a bad use uh, or a bad utility. So yeah, maybe, and I think so actually. The problem is not the technology and social media and these tools. Maybe it's all of us and the way that we use that. I think it's the main point. But okay, let's go to the question number 4. How do you usually discover new music or artists that you usually listen, for example? How about you, Roger? What do you think?
I used you on just YouTube to listen, to find out, to relax. I love gospel music to listen. If I am uh, repair some antennas at home, doing another activity like a run, I always listen music, gospel music, and to discover, I think on YouTube, just to I have some channels that I'm following, so I can found some singers and listen, and that's it, I think.
Do you prefer YouTube compared to Spotify, for example, or these kind of applications?
Probably just on YouTube, it's so good. Don't use
Good.
Spotify.
Good. Yeah, I use a lot YouTube and I think it's interesting because YouTube I can see the visual
Yes,
content, the video
yes,
and the idea is different from Spotify, so I also prefer that.
I agree.
Uh, really interesting. And how about you, Christian?
So, in my personal opinion, nowadays it's kind of difficult to know or to listen to new musician or new artist because I replaced music for podcasts. Nowadays, I am so focused on my English development, so I stopped listening to music at all. So when I discover new artists or a new good song, it's when I check my TikTok, because normally on TikTok, people who post or who create the videos, they use good songs as a background. So when I listen to a new song that I liked, I ask to my wife or to my little sister. I think that who is the best one for choosing new music. But nowadays, I would say that music it's not my cup of tea. It's kind of difficult to me to find new good music or good music that I really like.
Great. And how about you, Daniel? What do you think?
Okay. I use Spotify, so I discover the I I discovered the artist is in Spotify, né? But eu também uso. I usually to YouTube, né? Mas com mais frequência eu uso o Spotify, né? Então, normalmente, quando eu escuto música, né, e descubro novos artistas, eu tô escutando Spotify.
Great. And how about you, Daniela? What do you usually do?
So, in the past, when I hear some cool music, I put in Google and the name in the words the music, and they put the artist. I search the artist and I listening other sounds the same artist. Today I use a lot Spotify. Spotify for me is perfect because the all day they give me the discovers of week. This discover of week, um, Spotify bring me new artists. When I hear some cool, I put in the profile the artist and I listening more music, and that's it.
Great. Great. So, let me see. Let's go to the question number 5. What are the advantages and disadvantages of work from home compared to work in an office? Um, what do you think, Rogério? I'll start with you.
Yes. The For my view, I think it's the question is the same. It's a some the question of the first. Uh, Working at home is uh, working at home is so good to wake up more late, to we can lay down in the afternoon. It's so good on the sofa. I enjoy a lot. Uh, Disadvantage, it's a in my case, for example, I from my home to the office, I use it 30 kilometers to yeah, I use just uh, the transportation to do it. So it's almost 1 hour and 30 minutes in the traffic jam using subway or bus. So it's so body. And I think the main disadvantage is it. Uh, uh, Working in the office, it's important because we are focused. You can apply your experience, your time in doing what you need to do. At home, you're feeling more lazy, more relaxed. So I think it's maybe in another time it's not a good idea. It's my view.
Very good. And how about you, Daniela? What do you think?
Um, I only see advances in work from home because uh, the you speak more, you early more, you wake up more easy, and in-house do you in-house you can put in after the lunch, and in the house do you no necessary is go to the bus, go to the train, go to the subway, but uh, this disadvantages for me is not connection with other people's. The is relationship is more difficult because in in the computer is complicated, the creating more interactive.
Very good, very good. And how about you, Christian?
So, in my personal opinion, I cannot find any disadvantages of working from home, but obviously that depends on the context of every person. Because, for example, I don't have kids, so when I am working here, there is nobody here in my home, so everything is calm, there is no noisy. But I know about some colleagues who were working from home as well, but they couldn't because first of all they had kids, and I think that for kids it's kind of difficult to understand that the father is working and it is in working time. They think that the just the fact that the father is at home, it's that he is available for do other activity. So I think that in that context, it's a disadvantage working from home. So those colleagues decided to get back to the desk. But as I already said, it depends totally of the context of every employee or every person. Another disadvantage that I can see is that I think that Daniela brought a really important point. I think that the interaction that you have with your colleagues, with the external environment, I think that you can lose that. Maybe you cannot create a strong relationship with your colleagues, and I think that you can become a little bit more introvert, as I think that I'm becoming now. So I think that it's something bad. And then about advantages, I can find a lot of them. One of them, and the most important for me, is not commuting from your home to your job, and waste 1 or 2 hours in the bus or in your car, and you can leverage that time and doing something different, like studying or spending that time or hanging out with your family. So I think that there are a lot of advantages and disadvantages, but as I already said, it totally depends on the context.
Do you really prefer to work from home compared to working on the office, for example?
In my personal opinion, yes, I totally prefer working from home.
Why do you think that?
Sorry, come again?
What do you think that? Because why do you think it's more interesting for you to work from home compared to working on the office, for example?
Well, first of all, is because now, first of all, the first point and the most important is that I am working from another city. The desk of my job is in Sao Paulo, but I'm working from Curitiba. So and then because I have the freedom of do different activities, for example, if I feel tired, I can stop it and do different activities and then come back to my work and continue working on that specific task. Another thing is that here the environment is really calm, really quiet, so I don't have any problems with the noise in this condom. So I totally prefer working from home nowadays. And the setting that I currently have, it's really good. The internet connection is so good. So it's okay. It's perfect for me. so far.
Yeah, I think it is this flexibility that you have working from home is very interesting, but I agree with your point that you said that it's hard to balance this personal life and your professional life when you work from home. I think it's pretty difficult to understand this balance and separate your personal and professional life. So yeah, I think it's the hard point, I guess, compared to work from on the office and this kind of idea. But yeah, there is a lot of good points on work from home and work at the office. But I also prefer to work from home. But okay, actually, I think we don't have time for another question. But let me just to bring you the survey link about this impression. Just a minute, just a sec. Just a sec. So, we are. So, in this link, you already know, you can say what did you think about the immersion, and you can say what you want, and maybe suggest another topic that you would like to discuss about that. But in general, I would like to thank you for coming to the immersion. I I hope you enjoy the conversation, and I will see all of you on the next time. So thank you, Daniela, Rogério, Christian. See you. Bye
See
bye.
you.